I'm Shaun Weston from FoodBev.com. I'm talking to Chris Peach today from Marketing Sciences. You've been given a presentation about QR codes, which stands for?
Quick response codes,
Yep.
or matrix codes, or two-dimensional codes.
And in the food and beverage industry in particular, is this taking off?
Not necessarily at the moment. We're seeing it increasingly on things like press adverts and roadside billboards, but there's been fairly limited use in terms of actual sort of QR codes on packs.
What do you think about that? Why is that?
I think at the moment it's still very early technology, and there's more of this sort of just an unknown technology. No one really knows what it is or what it could do, and it's about understanding the potential and what it could do for a brand.
I was speaking earlier to some people on a stand that are actually using a QR code, and they admit that when it first came out, they thought, we have to jump on it as if it's the next bandwagon. Should companies be having a little more thought about how they use them?
I think the research, what our research did show, was how important it is to get it right first time. If you jump in too quickly and ultimately encourage people to try it, but then that leads to disappointments, then it can have a detrimental effect on the brand.
And can you think of an example yourself of people who are getting it right in the food and beverage industry?
Right.
I might be able to give you a prompt. I saw a Pepsi can a few months ago, and they put a QR code for a competition they were running. Can you think of anyone else in that ilk?
I've seen the Pepsi can. I've also seen it used on a Bulmers cider advert that encouraged some sort of competition stroke sort of survey type thing.
Okay. What is the competition? You mentioned in your presentation the near-field communication and the augmented reality. Is this a three-horse race?
It's difficult to say. I mean, depending on who you talk to, they'll say that their technology is better than another. I think it could be something that just has to wait out. Clearly, QR codes have been around for almost 20 years, so they've got that sort of backing behind them. Some of the newer technologies though seem very, very interesting.
I'm happy to say FoodBev.com uses QR codes. So, Chris, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thanks again for downloading this podcast. For more news, analysis, opinion, interviews and multimedia for the food and beverage industry, go to FoodBev.com.